Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian, and I'm talking to you from Edmonton, Alberta. I just have a lot of stuff on my mind. Always have, actually. Had a lot of stuff on my mind since I was a little kid. Couldn't wait to grow up and hopefully have people take me seriously. Then I got older and I realized that's all a lie. It's kind of like that John Lennon song, Working Class Hero. It's like what George Carlin, rest in peace, used to say. That big club that they beat you with, that big club. If you want to be a part of the club, you got to sell your soul. But what is it worth a man if he should gain the whole world and lose his soul? The reason I'm talking today is because there's been a lot going on. Shelling in South Korea from the north. Julian Assange releasing a whole bunch of information. Same old, rinse, repeat. It's always the same stuff, all these distractions. They pull out this and that to stop you from thinking about how you're in a system of perpetual economic slavery. That's what it is, ladies and gentlemen, economic slavery. Because for all of the technological advancements we have, we somehow work longer now than we did 50 years ago. How is that even possible? We're able to mobilize more energy today than we were 50 years ago. The average person, and yet we still work longer and longer hours for less and less pay, while a few at the top somehow get to walk away with something. A few at the top. I'm not here to advocate any sort of rebellion because, that's just foolish. To rebel, they actually have to have authority over you. They actually have to have some sort of power. The only power they have is that which we give them. We've been giving away our power for the last 50 years. We all, not we, so the generation that came before the last generation, so our parents' went to war. My parents' didn't. My parents are from Antigua, so. But for the rest of you, your parents went to war, fought for freedom, at least that's what they were told. Really fought against imperialism, wanting to become a imperialist nation, and instead, I'm not talking about my country right now, I'm talking about America. Canada by default, seeing as how we're part of your little imperial empire, which now spans the whole globe, 7 continents. Why does it even matter sometimes? I think, but at the end of the day, it does matter. Everything affects everything else. For us to say it doesn't affect me is really nothing more than ignorance, because everything that happens in the world affects you. Everything is intimately connected. It's like chaos theory, the butterfly effect. Butterfly flaps its wing on the other side of the earth, and tornado ensues. It's just weird though. Seems as though we've become a society of people with perpetual ADD. We can't remember more than 6 months into the past. What was happening 6 months ago? Oh yeah, an oil spill, huge oil spill. Billions of gallons of oil spill into the Gulf. Not a peep to be heard about it since. Spray corrects it, on it, disperses it, goes underneath the surface. Out of sight, out of mind. At least that's what they say. It's all bullshit, anyways. Who really cares? Shut down the transoceanic conveyor belt. Why not? Who cares? We've got more important things to worry about, like Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. We've got more important things to worry about, like this recession. We're not in a recession, though, they tell us. We're not in a recession. Of course not. Not in a recession. They say that day after day. It might be a double dip recession, but it's not a recession. Right now. Of course, recession being 2 periods of negative economic growth. What does that even mean? What does it really mean? I mean, right now we're spending money that really belongs to our children. I mean, I don't have kids, but if I was to have kids today, we would have already spent their economic growth because we're accumulating debts we have no intention of paying. I mean, I would say we're guilty of it as individuals, but as individuals, we're spending money that doesn't actually exist. Day in, day out. We do it all the time. You go and take out a mortgage, that money doesn't actually exist. Want to get a mortgage from want to get a loan from the bank? Oh yeah, they'll give you 5%. Costs them nothing to bring that money into existence. They just have to have what? What does it account? 20% of the actual funds. The other 80% they could just write into their balance sheets, and it's probably one of the reasons why no bank has gone bankrupt in Canada in the last 100 years. Maybe that is because banking is the easiest racket to make money at. I mean, it's a huge Ponzi scheme. No one seems to care though. Of course, no one's going to care until they get wiped out, but hey, by then it would be too late. Then you could riot in the streets, so bring in the troops. So what do you do about it? I'll tell you what we do about it. We start an organization. We start a grassroots organization. Or better yet, the hell's organization? Let's start talking to our neighbors. Learn their names, who they are as people. Realize that the people who live down the street from you are much different from yourself. Same goals, same aspirations. Aspirations in life. You want to live a good life also. I mean, right now I'm just kind of rambling. It's really late. Been up for a long time. But I just wanted to get this on YouTube, or at least get something on there, I guess. Maybe it will make me sleep better at night, knowing that at least I said something. As opposed to sitting on my ass. If we all said something, did something, stood up for ourselves, said no to the wall, maybe the world wouldn't be as bad as it is. Some of you may not suppose that by the post, but it's hard to take that for see what's going on, and see what has been going on. Realize that inflation is slowly eroding your purchasing power. Every year, year over year, you don't make that back in wage raises. I mean, it's kind of a raw deal we're getting, but we'll see. This is the first of many to come, so be patient with me. I didn't write any of this out. Just rants off the top of my head.